Did you know that starting March 1st, California drivers could be hit with a shocking $1,000 fine for mistakes most people don't even realize they're making? That's right, one wrong move behind the wheel, and your wallet could take a massive hit. What's even crazier is that these aren't just minor infractions. They're now being strictly enforced with new laws, cameras, and fines that leave no room for excuses. Imagine cruising down your usual route, thinking everything is fine, and then a tiny misstep, a missed signal, a forgotten registration, or a moment of distraction triggers a massive fine. It sounds unbelievable, but this is reality in California now. Thousands of drivers could be caught off guard every single day, paying far more than ever before, just for small, avoidable mistakes. In this video, and we're breaking down the 10 critical mistakes that can cost you $1,000. Some are obvious, others are things you probably do without even thinking. Stick around because knowing these could save you a fortune and maybe even your license. Number 1. Distracted driving. Most of us think we can multitask while driving, right? Checking a quick text, glancing at a notification, or scrolling through social media. It seems harmless, but starting March 1st in California, this small habit could cost you a jaw-dropping $1,000. Distracted driving isn't just annoying, it's one of the leading causes of accidents on the road. Studies show that drivers using phones are 23 times more likely to be involved in a crash. Imagine the chaos of a split-second mistake. Your car swerves, brakes too late, or misses a stop sign, and suddenly you're facing a fine that could wipe out a month's paycheck. The scary part? You don't even have to be speeding or running a red light to get fined. Hands-free violations and even brief glances at your phone are now being enforced strictly. The California law has ramped up enforcement in high-risk areas, and the authorities are watching more closely than ever before. It's a trap that catches thousands of drivers every day, often the ones who are most confident that it won't happen to me. So, how do you protect yourself? The solution is simple but effective. Put your phone out of reach, activate Do Not Disturb while driving, or use voice-activated commands if your vehicle supports them. These small changes can save you from disaster, keep you alert, and prevent a $1,000 shocker from hitting your wallet. It's all about being aware, staying cautious, and remembering that your focus on the road is worth more than any notification. Don't risk a careless glance. Make safety your priority. We put so much effort into creating these life-saving tips for you. So if this video helped you, hit that subscribe button. It's just one click. Drop a comment below and tell us which of these $1,000 traps shocked you the most. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Number 2. Failing to yield. You might think yielding is simple, but starting March 1st, California drivers are paying the price for hesitation or carelessness at intersections. Failing to yield isn't just a minor traffic violation anymore. It's a serious $1,000 trap that can catch even the most experienced drivers off guard. Every year, traffic reports show that hundreds of accidents happen at intersections because someone didn't yield. And with stricter enforcement now in effect, you could be next. Picture this. You're approaching a busy intersection, maybe glancing at your mirrors, thinking, I'll go in a second. That split-second delay? That's all it takes for a traffic officer or even a camera to catch the violation. The consequences are steep: fines, points on your license, and the stress of dealing with an unexpected ticket. It's a small mistake with huge financial and legal consequences. So, how do you make sure you don't fall into this trap? The key is simple. Always come to a complete stop, double check all lanes, and make eye contact with pedestrians or other drivers when possible. Don't rush, don't assume. It's better to wait an extra second than to face a $1,000 fine. And remember, intersections are high risk zones, especially in urban areas. By being alert and following the yield rules to the letter, you protect yourself, others on the road, and your wallet. A little patience goes a long way, and in this case, it could literally save you a fortune. We spend countless hours researching and creating these must-know tips. So, if this video saved you from a costly mistake, smash that subscribe button. It's literally one click. Share your story in the comments. Have you ever been caught off guard by a traffic trap? We want to hear it. Number 3. Speeding in work zones. Work zones might seem like minor inconveniences with cones, signs, and slow traffic, but starting March 1st, speeding through one of these areas can hit you with a shocking $1,000 fine. It's not just about the money. These zones are hotspots for accidents, and California is cracking down hard to protect workers and drivers alike. Studies show that construction zone accidents spike dramatically when drivers ignore speed limits, and even a few miles over can put you in serious trouble. Think about it. You're late for an appointment, weaving through cones, trying to save a few seconds, and suddenly you're pulled over or caught by a camera. That moment of impatience could cost more than a week's groceries. The new enforcement rules are designed to catch exactly these careless mistakes, and thousands of drivers get fined every year for underestimating the risk. So, how do you stay safe and avoid losing $1,000 in an instant? Slow down well below the posted limit. Pay attention to every sign and watch for workers or slow moving vehicles. If your car has adaptive cruise control, use it to maintain a safe, steady speed automatically. Remember, these zones aren't just inconvenient, they're life saving. By respecting work zone limits, you not only protect yourself from fines, but also prevent accidents that could have long term consequences. A few extra seconds behind the wheel is a small price to pay compared to a $1,000 fine or worse. We pour hours of research and effort into these videos to protect you from costly mistakes. So if this tip helped, hit subscribe. It's literally one click away. Yeah, drop a comment and tell us which $1,000 trap shocked you the most. We love reading your experiences. Number 4. Improper lane changes. Changing lanes might feel like second nature, but starting March 1st, California is cracking down on drivers who switch lanes carelessly or forget to signal. It's easy to think, it's just a quick move. I've got plenty of space. But traffic studies show that side collisions increase by 40% when drivers fail to signal or check blind spots. And with new enforcement rules, those small mistakes are now expensive mistakes, often hitting wallets with fines that can reach $1,000. Imagine cruising down a busy freeway, thinking you're careful when suddenly another car appears in your blind spot. Even if you narrowly avoid a collision, a camera or traffic officer can issue a steep fine for improper lane changes. Thousands of drivers are caught every month simply because they assumed a quick glance was enough, or they forgot the basic rule of signaling before moving. These small lapses add up to serious financial consequences, and potential danger. So, how do you stay safe and avoid this costly trap? Always signal early, check mirrors carefully, and glance over your shoulder for blind spots before moving. Take your time and never rush a lane change, no matter how light traffic seems. By committing to these simple precautions, you protect yourself from a $1,000 shocker, avoid accidents, and keep your driving record clean. Proper lane changes are more than a rule. They're a lifesaver for both you and other drivers on the road. We invest countless hours researching these must know driving tips. So if this helped you avoid a $1,000 mistake, hit subscribe. It's literally one click. Buck, share your story in the comments. Have you ever been caught in a lane change trap? We want to hear it. Number 5. Red light running. Running. A red light might feel like a minor risk, just a quick rush to save a few seconds. But starting March 1st, California is taking this violation more seriously than ever, and it could cost you a shocking $1,000. Red light cameras and strict enforcement zones are now catching drivers who assume no one is watching, and the consequences aren't just financial. Studies show that intersection accidents caused by running lights are among the deadliest, often resulting in serious injuries or even fatalities. Picture this. You're at a familiar intersection, traffic light turns yellow, and you think, I've got time. That split second decision could trigger a fine or, worse, a collision. Urban areas in California have reported a 35% rise in red light violations being caught by cameras, meaning more drivers than ever are paying hefty fines without even realizing their mistake until it's too late. It's a trap that feels subtle but packs a punch. The solution is simple and life saving. Always stop for yellow lights if you're not fully through the intersection, and never assume it's safe to rush a red light. Anticipate intersections ahead, slow down, and be prepared for sudden stops. By staying patient and alert, you not only avoid the $1,000 shocker, but also protect yourself, your passengers, and other drivers. Remember, every second counts, and one careless moment can turn an ordinary drive into a costly nightmare. We put endless effort into creating these life saving videos. So if this tip helped you, smash that subscribe button. It's literally just one click. And comment below and tell us, have you ever narrowly avoided a red light ticket? We love hearing your stories. Number 6. Driving without insurance. You might think skipping insurance for a few months is harmless, but starting March 1st, California is cracking down on uninsured drivers like never before. Driving without insurance isn't just risky, it's now a serious $1,000 trap. And in some cases, fines can climb even higher, not to mention the risk of license suspension. Think of it this way: insurance isn't just paperwork, it's your financial shield against accidents, damages, and legal headaches. Without it, one minor fender bender could cost thousands, easily surpassing the fine itself. Thousands of drivers are caught each year because they assume it won't happen to me. The reality is that accidents happen in a split second. Maybe someone rear ends you at a stoplight, or a distracted driver sideswipes your car. California law now enforces insurance requirements more strictly than ever, using automated checks and spot audits. This means even a brief lapse can trigger a fine, and proving coverage is essential to avoid serious penalties. So, how do you stay safe and avoid this expensive trap? Always double check your insurance coverage, keep digital proof handy on your phone, and don't let your policy lapse, even for a few days. It's a simple step that protects you from costly fines, legal trouble, and financial ruin. Remember, driving without insurance isn't just risky, it's a high stakes gamble where the odds are never in your favor. Protect yourself now, because one careless day without coverage could cost far more than you ever imagined. We pour countless hours into researching and making these life saving videos. So, if this tip helped you, but hit subscribe, it's literally one click away. Comment below and share. Have you ever been caught without insurance? Your story could help someone else avoid a $1,000 disaster. Number 7. Expired registration. You might think letting your car registration slip by a few weeks is harmless, but starting March 1st, California is cracking down hard on expired registrations, and fines can reach a shocking $1,000. Many drivers underestimate how seriously the state treats this paperwork mistake, but it's now a major enforcement focus. With automated license plate readers and stricter DMV checks, authorities are catching drivers who think a few days past due is no big deal. Picture this: you're cruising down your usual route, feeling safe, when suddenly you see flashing lights behind you. A small oversight, forgetting to renew your registration, can turn an ordinary day into an expensive headache. Thousands of drivers get caught every month because they assumed the DMV reminders weren't urgent. California's goal is clear: ensure every vehicle on the road is properly registered, insured, and safe. And now the penalties are severe for those who ignore it. So, how do you avoid falling into this $1,000 trap? Set calendar reminders for your renewal, sign up for DMV auto renewal if possible, and double check your tabs before you hit the road. Even a short lapse could cost hundreds or more, and staying proactive ensures you're never surprised by a hefty fine. Think of it this way: a few minutes of planning now can save you a fortune and keep your driving record clean. Don't let something as simple as an expired sticker ruin your day or your wallet. We spend hours researching and creating these crucial tips. So if this helped you dodge a $1,000 trap, subscribe. It's literally just one click. And comment below and tell us, have you ever driven with expired registration? Your story might just save someone else. Number 8. Obstructed windshield or windows. You might not even realize it, but anything blocking your windshield or windows, like clutter, stickers, or illegal tints, can now land you a $1,000 fine in California. It sounds minor, almost silly, but authorities are enforcing this strictly because obstructed views significantly increase the risk of accidents. Studies show that drivers with limited visibility are 40% more likely to get into collisions, especially in urban areas with heavy traffic and sudden stops. Imagine driving through a busy street, a pedestrian steps onto the crosswalk, or another car swerves unexpectedly, and your view is partially blocked. That split-second delay in noticing the hazard could cost you a fine, a crash, or worse. Thousands of drivers get caught every year simply because they didn't realize their windshield or windows violated California laws. Even small decorations or tinting beyond legal limits can trigger enforcement, making this a costly mistake many overlook. So, how do you stay safe and avoid this expensive trap? The solution is simple: keep all windows clean, remove unnecessary stickers or objects, and ensure your tint complies with state law. Digital displays or sunshades should never block your line of sight. By maintaining a clear view, you not only avoid the $1,000 fine, but you also drastically reduce your chances of an accident. Remember, clarity on the road isn't just legal, it's life saving. A clear windshield means a clear mind and a clear path to safety. Don't let this tiny oversight ruin your day or your wallet. We pour tons of effort into these videos to keep you safe. So if this tip saved you from a $1,000 mistake, subscribe now. It's literally one click. Comment below and share. Have you ever realized your windshield or windows were breaking the law? Your story could save someone else. Number 9. Unsafe turns and U-turns. Turns and U-turns might seem simple, but starting March 1st, California drivers are facing serious fines for unsafe or illegal maneuvers. One careless turn, and you could be slapped with a $1,000 fine. Many drivers underestimate how strictly law enforcement monitors these actions, especially at busy intersections or residential areas. Studies show that improper turns contribute to a high number of intersection accidents, and even a momentary lapse in attention can have costly consequences. Picture this: you're late, making a quick U turn, thinking the road is clear. Suddenly, a car appears from your blind spot, and you barely avoid a collision. But the camera or a patrolling officer has already recorded the violation. See, thousands of drivers get caught each year because they assume a short maneuver in familiar territory is safe. Even minor misjudgments, like turning without signaling or cutting across lanes improperly, can trigger hefty fines. It's a subtle trap that's easy to fall into. So, how do you stay safe and avoid this expensive mistake? Always signal well in advance, scan for oncoming traffic, and obey all posted U turn restrictions. Take an extra second to assess the road before making any turn, especially in areas with high pedestrian or vehicle traffic. By being deliberate, cautious, and fully aware, you not only avoid the $1,000 fine, but also protect yourself, your passengers, and other drivers. Remember, a safe turn is more than a rule. It's a step toward avoiding financial and physical disaster. One careless move is all it takes to turn an ordinary drive into a costly nightmare. We put so much effort into these life-saving tips. So if this video helped you avoid a $1,000 trap, subscribe. It's literally just one click. Comment below and tell us. Have you ever made a risky turn that could have cost you big? Your story could help others. Number 10. Ignoring school zones and pedestrian crossings. You might think speeding through a school zone or brushing past a pedestrian crossing is no big deal. But starting March 1st, California is enforcing these areas like never before, and fines can reach a shocking $1,000. School zones and crosswalks are high-risk areas where children, parents, and pedestrians are most vulnerable. Studies show that child pedestrian injuries spike in areas where drivers ignore speed limits or fail to yield, and authorities are cracking down hard to prevent tragedies. Imagine driving through a familiar route near a school or busy sidewalk, thinking, "It's quiet, I'll speed up a bit." One distracted moment, and a camera or traffic officer catches the violation. Thousands of drivers are fined each year simply for not slowing down, not stopping fully, or failing to watch for pedestrians. Even if no accident occurs, California law treats these violations seriously because the risk is too high to ignore. So, how do you protect yourself from this $1,000 trap? Always slow down in school zones, watch for crossing guards, and anticipate sudden stops near crosswalks. Be extra vigilant during peak hours and in residential areas. By taking these simple precautions, You not only avoid expensive fines, but also safeguard lives, including your own. Remember, every second counts near schools and crosswalks. A single lapse in attention could cost more than money. It could change lives forever. Respecting these zones isn't just a law, it's a responsibility. We spend countless hours creating these life saving videos. So if this helped you avoid a $1,000 mistake, subscribe. It's literally just one click. I'd drop a comment below and share. Have you ever nearly made a costly school zone mistake? Your story could save someone else. Starting March 1st, California drivers are facing some of the strictest traffic enforcement in years. And it's not just about speed or red lights anymore. From distracted driving to ignoring school zones, failing to yield, or driving with expired registration, every small mistake now carries the potential for a $1,000 fine. These aren't minor infractions, they're traps that can hit even the most careful drivers if they aren't aware. The good news? Most of these risks are completely avoidable with a little attention and preparation. We've covered 10 crucial mistakes that drivers make every day: distracted phone use, failing to yield, speeding in work zones, improper lane changes, running red lights, driving without insurance, expired registration, obstructed windows, unsafe turns, and ignoring school zones or pedestrian crossings. In each one might seem minor in the moment, but together they show just how easily a normal day of driving can turn into a costly and stressful nightmare. By taking simple, actionable steps like staying off your phone, signaling early, slowing down in high risk areas, and keeping your paperwork up to date, you can protect your wallet, your license, and your safety. Remember, these fines are not just about money, they're about keeping California roads safer for everyone. Awareness and preparation are your best defenses. Don't let a momentary lapse in judgment cost you $1,000 or worse. Take these tips seriously, implement them today, and share them with friends and family. Stay alert, stay responsible, and keep these 10 life saving rules in mind every time you get behind the wheel. Being a safe driver isn't just a habit, it's a shield against unexpected fines, accidents, and stress. A little caution now can save you a fortune and protect lives.